Welcome to another Super Deluxe Edition unboxing video. Today we're going to take a look at Brian May's Back to the Light box set, which came out very recently. Now this is a reissue of his 1992 solo album, his first proper solo album if we don't count 1983's Starfleet Project. And this box set contains 2 CDs and a vinyl record. So this is a lift-off lid box set. We'll have a look inside in a minute. But it's fairly slim. On the back there it tells you what's going on. There's one CD, a remastered Back to the Light. There's a bonus CD called Out of the Light, which gathers together tracks from the archive. And then there's a white vinyl version which is exclusive to this box set. Now Brian is promoting this as the first release in his Gold series. Now it's a great concept to have a Gold series where he's going to be doing reissues of his work, but I have to say I really dislike this logo. I think it looks very cheap, and unfortunately it's everywhere, as we'll see in a minute. But that's a little aside. Now all these boxes come with an art print of Brian May. As you can see, this is actually a signed version. There was 1,000 of these available from the Queen website. And then there's quite a thick booklet here. It's like a big oversized CD booklet. You know, again, even if this logo is really good, which it isn't, why would you put it everywhere? I think could have done without that. But otherwise, this is a really good booklet actually. I think they've done a great job. Takes you through the album, there's lyrics, good photography. Good photos. There's Brian with Cozy Powell, drummer. I'll put this down actually. Yeah, sort of interesting bits of artwork. Driven by You is obviously the big single that kicked everything off. Some handwritten lyrics there. And then this gives you the track listing for Out of the Light, which is the bonus CD. We'll go through those in a second. Brian May with Slash on the Jay Leno show, I believe. This is obviously the Ford tie-in, Driven by You. That single was initially commissioned by Ford. And if you lived in the UK at the time, there was an advert with that song playing constantly, so that's part of the reason why it was such a big hit, I think. And at the back here we've got some credits and some liner notes, so it's quite interesting. On the left here are the original ones that Brian May wrote back in '92, and then on the right here's an updated one with some new thoughts. So I mean, there's not that much, but it's quite good to get the comparison. Again, there's the old logo. So it's a good booklet. You know, it is very much like an oversized CD booklet, but it's not bad. This is the vinyl record. Look what we've got there. I mean, you know, there's a good example. This is quite nicely designed. That is a bit of a blemish, isn't it? Let's be honest. Yes, this is the vinyl record. As I said, this is an exclusive white vinyl record, and there it is on white vinyl, so it looks very good. A nice touch because the white vinyl comes in a polyline sleeve, but they also give you a printed inner, which is a nice touch. So that's the vinyl record. No bonus tracks on the vinyl, it's just strictly album only. And then at the back here we've got 2 little inserts for the optical discs, the 2 CDs. So that's CD 1, that's the album. There's the logo again. So that's the album on CD. Card sleeve. And this is the Out of the Light bonus disc. Again, card sleeve. There's the CD. There's the logo again. And if having the logo on all the printed material wasn't enough, you even get it as a badge. So there you go. Do you want to put that on and wear it around town? There is a ribbon here which adds a bit of luxury to proceedings, and also this back bit here is, it's printed. There's some design on it, so that's quite good. The record goes back on top. Booklet, art print, and the lid goes back on. Now I should say you do get a download code with this, so given it's got a vinyl content in it, so you get an MP3 download. Let's talk a little bit about the track listing then. So this, so obviously CD1 is the album proper. That's repeated on the white vinyl pressing. The Out of the Light, the bonus CD, which is Out of the Light, it's an interesting collection of tracks. I mean, if we go through them, there's quite a few guitar versions of songs on the record. And what these are, mainly, these are no vocals on the record, and they're replaced with lead guitar, Brian May lead guitar. Quite interesting, but they were all released at the time on B-sides of singles, etc. So that's not actually new. Driven by You 2 is a sort of short instrumental version of Driven by You, and again that was on a single. I think that was on Resurrection, one of the CDs for Resurrection. Driven by You, the Ford Ad version. So this is the version of the song. This is really the first version of the song, because it was actually Ford that kind of commissioned Brian to do that song. So it's got different lyrics. It's only about 1.5 minutes long. Again, that was on a 12-inch of Driven by You, so it's not like that hasn't been released before, because it has been. There's some live tracks here. Tie Your Mother Down, which was done at the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Now, that's good to have that, but the title track of the album, Back to the Light, that was also performed at Jay Leno, and that came out on the Japanese CD of Resurrection, so that's sort of missing from here. And then there's some live tracks here which from the Brixton Academy, it's really good to have those. The final song here, Driven by You, Cozy and Neil version, that's a sort of re-recording with or a new version with new drums and new bass. Now that actually came out as a bonus track on the American version of the album, which was released in 93, not 92. And I'm pretty sure it was on one of the singles somewhere as a bonus track as well. I would say it's slightly disappointing, because it's most things, I think apart from Brixton, have ended up being released before. So, Brian May talks about diving into his archives, etc. But really it's more like diving into the discography of what was released at the time. It's a shame not to have some more previously unreleased material, maybe some rough mixes or some outtakes, etc. The other thing about this box is it's quite a hard sell, because it's £65, and you can get the 2 CD deluxe for about £10.99 at the moment. So you're paying a lot of money extra for the white vinyl and just the sort of packaging and the art print, etc. I can see a lot of people thinking, do I really need to spend that extra amount of money? But nevertheless, it's if you're a Queen fan, if you're a Brian May fan, and you like to collect everything, then obviously this is something that you're going to be interested in picking up. And it's always nice to see things done in a big scale. So the photography in the booklet looks good. The general design and the overall aesthetic are fine, except, as I say, I'm not going to make a big thing about it, but I think that logo is hideous, So I hope you've enjoyed this look at Brian May's Back to the Light box set. If you have, why not subscribe to the Super Deluxe Edition YouTube channel for more great physical music unboxed. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.